Hey guys, day 30. We just spent the night in the police station. So, what I decided to do through the night is I had a lot of good stuff, and some more purple sledges and stuff, but it wasn't going to improve my stuff very much. It would make it a little bit better. This is probably going to work pretty good, but so I decided to scrap it all. And I scrapped everything I found in here, which was pistol parts, stuff like that. And I just thought, I'm gonna do it that way and clear out my inventory, not worrying about combining them all, because like I said, most of it was equal to, what I had. That was unknown for me. The scrap metal stuff was unknown. That's a book that I hadn't seen yet. This lady's been kind of making noise all night. Just bring some water with me. Thank you for the water. Alright. We're on our way back. We're on our way back home, which I think is this way. But on the way back, we're going to be doing some searching in these snow biome areas for potassium nitrate powder. Really, the key is you got to get up in it to win it, right? You got to drive through here to look around. Let's see. I'm really enjoying playing 7 Days right now. I mean, I always do, but you play a game long enough and you think that you might get maybe a little bored of it or whatever, but I'm not. And I think that the subtle changes and additions of stuff that they did in Alpha 15 has made it, just like I always say, a pretty fresh, newish game for me, A game that I'm familiar with, but there's a lot of new, neat things to try out, and I like trying, like I said, different types of bait. All right, dude, seriously? Can't you see I'm busy mining and talking to my friends? But, trying different base configurations and trying, like in this one, I was trying the whole sledgehammer. I ranking melee max, breaking, entering on it, and ranking the melee up, which was new for me because, once I started getting weapons and stuff, that was it. I was shooting bullets, but the melee is super fun. If you play on PC, on single player, it's really fun. On multiplayer, it's a little bit more laggy, but it's still, the challenge of it is still fun to do. So one of the other things to keep in mind, if you are in a snow biome searching for potassium nitrate, go ahead and make sure you search all the tree stumps. You will find deliciousness in tree stumps. I saw one over. Oh, there it is. As I say that, there's another one. I keep getting. Oh, there we go. I keep getting blanked. All right, we'll go across the other side of the road here. We're not gonna go totally crazy. I'm not gonna. I need a day. I need a full day to repair and upgrade the base. I need a full day. At least partially, 3/4 of a day, something like that. But we got repair to do. We've got the polishing compound that I want to use. I've got to make another garage door. I want to do the rebar, or not the rebar, the iron bars up taller where I can actually get out on it and utilize it. Because the way it is right now, it's more of an escape route for me. Because once I jump, I'm committed. I'm committed to being out there and can't really come back in unless I jump down, go through the garage, and do all that. So there's a BDU top right there. It's just pretty cool. I put those pants on way better. I only had blue shorts on. Dirty Larry. I just got an achievement called Dirty Larry. It's dirty meaty. Get it straight. See ya! Take that. I'll keep that. Oh, nice. Brown shirt, black shirt, padlock. I'll put the padlock on my bike. And don't you guys ever tell Guns that my super secret code is 2222. You know what I'm saying? He tried to get in. I set a you'll see it. I built our base kind of like what mine is right now, but for two. One, you know, the garage in the middle, one side, the other side, which is, it's pretty neat. But I put a a hatch on my side, and I set a code in it, and I've got the workbenches and chemistry sets and everything on my side. By the time you see this, you will have already seen it on there, because I'm pushing ahead. One, because I love playing this game. You know, I'm actually enjoying playing this more than anything else. This and Empyrean I'm really enjoying, and I'm pushing forward because I've got big plans. Again, by the time you see this, you'll probably see the other big plans already coming to fruition, which is my vlogs and getting outside and doing stuff. Oh man, doing some off-roading. You know, you'll know by the time. You know what? I'm gonna take those because I'm upgrading my glasses that I have on. I have glasses on. I want to get them to max rank, because I like my shades good. This will be the last one. We'll head home now. We'll get these two and head home. So I think we'll have a pretty good amount for gunpowder. And then remember, you want to make your gunpowder in your chemistry station, because it's 1-to-1 instead of 2-to-2. One potassium, one coal make one gunpowder, where if you don't, it's 2 and 2 make 1. Know what I'm saying? So there's a benefit to using the chemistry station. The recipe is 2-2 or 1-1. All you have to do is look in here. Get out of here, dude. I'm busy. Look in here. Here it is. So this gunpowder here is need 1 and 1, right? This gunpowder you need 2 and 2. So, and it shows you that this is the chemistry bench right there. So that's, you know, as you go along, like you guys were saying, you know, be more efficient if it's something that is scarce. Or, like for me, you're like, I have 700 of those. You're like, Nita, you need to be more efficient if you're telling us that you want to get a lot of scrap, but you're using your sledgehammer. So you guys are right. I need it to be more efficient with that. And it goes the same way with some of this stuff. There's some stuff that you can make in your inventory and in the workbench and in the chemistry table. So sometimes it's more efficient to make it in one or the other. So you want to look into that. I can tell you right now that gunpowder is one of those things. 7 o'clock in the morning and Meaty's driving home. Sorry. Meaty's driving home, 7 o'clock in the morning. Alright, so there is another small snow biome up here, which we searched a little bit on our way by, I think. This would be the closest snow biome to us, to our current base. So there's lead. That was lead in the green biome. There's a pile right there. We'll get a little bit more. I'm pretty sure we're probably gonna have to go hit that local desert though and get some coal now that we found a good supply of potassium nitrate. Well, I wouldn't mind getting 1,000 gunpowder. Make up a bunch of bullets. I don't think that the next evil horde night that I will just do what I did and spend the night in the house. I think that I'll have enough of that. My armor will be good enough, and I'll have enough bullets that I want to be outside. What I'll probably do is set up. I have one of those mobile lights set up right now that I took from the prison. Probably go hit a prison and take a couple more and set those up in the street so it's easier to see. You know, like when I switch weapons and stuff, we end up having to turn our flashlight back on, which is not that big of a deal, but it does give you a split second of darkness, which you don't really want when you've got zombies just absolutely sprinting their guts out at you. Just looking for, you know me, you guys, when I say that's it, and it's not. wonder if we should do the hammer. 3, 6, 2, 14. 3, 6, 2, 14. 3, 7, 13. Same amount, just it collected it differently. I was counting it up down there at the bottom. It's actually a little faster with the hammer, and I think ultimately it's the same amount, so. I think the claw hammer, being that it's a tool rather than a weapon, you know, the sledge is a weapon, so the weapon is going to yield you less collectibles than a tool. Whether you use the pick or the claw hammer, use the thing that swings faster and collects faster, right? Is this just a cemetery? I think I came across this before, yeah. Alright, home is over there. I don't know where the deuce I'm going. Just looking, how much do we have? I don't feel like jumping off my bike to check. We had 700 and we collected 2 or 3 more, so we might have 800. Yeah, I know I'm going by tree stumps too, but my inventory is, it's pretty full. It's pretty full. Hey, swing about a... I gotta watch out because I could have a lake in between me and my home right now, so I don't want to go flying over one of these ridge tops. Just in case there is a lake. I don't think I'm gonna get up this. Nope. Nope. You say nope. Now, out of curiosity, okay, I have been on this road, and this road leads me to that town. Oh, I actually have a ways to get back home, so we're in the desert, and there's coal right here. I think. Yeah, there it is. Right, let's use our hammer. 3, 6, 2, 14. 3, 7, 13. Yeah, see, it's the same thing. It just does those 2 last numbers differently. Give me some coal, please. I do have coal at the house, but I don't remember the amount, right? Remember, I'm like, all right, I'm going to collect a little bit of coal. And then I said, okay, now that I've seen that it's all over the desert, I'm going to just wait until I find potassium. Now, that town there is partially snow biomed. And that's the town that's south of me. It's partially snow biomed. That's the one that's south, and that's the one where I left and went around the lake this way. And you can see all the coal over here. Those are all, a lot of these things here are coal. They're pretty easy to see. I wonder if you can you see that in the snow biomes? Possibly. I mean, you could check that. Could be water, but it's possible that it's blocks like this of coal. Or, you know, whatever the ore is in that particular biome. Alright, so we have 280, 980. Pretty good. There's one more up here that I saw. 2 more. Pretty easy to see in the desert. Pretty easy to see. 2, 3. So that's 1, 2. It's 3 hits with that. Hi. What are you doing hitting me, dude? I'm busy. 1, 2, 3. It's 4, but this thing swings faster. 2, 3, 4. It swings faster, so yeah, ultimately it works out to be the same thing. So that's another thing that you can look at. If you have a steel pick, the steel pick hits for a lot more, and I don't know if it collects more. We should test that theory out. But it swings a lot slower than your iron pick, and a lot even more slower. Is that a word? More slower than your claw hammer. So unless it does collect more total, then it's not worth using. But it's possible that it collects more. I think that the game developers should make it that way. Let's say, okay, so It takes longer to get, it's a lot harder to get steel. It's a lot more expensive loot-wise, and it takes longer to get it because of, you know, the forge, the workbench, all that stuff. And it swings slower. So all of that combined together means that it should yield you more stuff if you're gonna opt to use that. Yeah, nice. Double herdage. Make it triple? Nope. Triple herdage? That's an industry term. Herdage. Oh, nurse. Check it. I'm trying to... I swing the camera like that quickly to make sure that I don't go flying off into a lake. Into a lake. Stupid zombie head. Trees bound for nowhere. You met up with the gambler. We're both too tired to sleep. Make me beep, 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 beep. The hammer's fun. You know, there was a time, I think it was in the live stream, one of the live streams where I was using nothing but hammer. I'll make another hammer and we'll get our hammer into the blue zone. We'll get a blue hammer going. But it was pretty fun to use it as its melee tool. Now, hammer, obviously, in comparison to sledge, is no contest. But it swings faster, right? But remember what I said, when it comes to melee, when you're going to be within melee range of zombies, you need to have concussion effect. You need to stun them, because if they're on a swing toward you to hit you, if you hit them and stun them, you won't get hit. If you don't, you're going to get hit and stunned, and if there's multiples, dunzo. You could get killed. Done kilt. So that's definitely something to keep in mind, is the concussion factor of the weapon. There she is. Looks pretty good. I mean, the layout looks good. I do like the layout. Alright, we're back. We made it. We made it back home. Alright, first thing I really want to check out this polishing compound. Alright, this is... Alright, so we've got it in there. This is a... Alright, it takes 10. Like I said. And look at that. It makes it like polished stainless steel. That's pretty cool. You know, if you've ever done that in real life, you know, polishing compound does that. You can get like a brushed stainless look or whatever, and that's pretty much what it does. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like it. I'm not gonna have enough to do everything because of what I have, but we can keep going back and buying. I need to get some. I need to get my garage door made back. I keep falling. Huh. They actually hit that. I wonder if it was that one zombie who came up here. Let's see. Forged. Well, first let's get rid of some of this stuff. I did find some treasure maps, which is good. We'll actually read one of those. We got a chainsaw now. Oh, the other thing is that we got auger parts. That when I said handlebars, I meant auger parts. I didn't have the parts to make the auger. So now we're actually going to have an auger, which we'll do a comparison of that. I'm going to keep this. We're going to do a comparison of that as well to see how that yields us. Yeah, that's all that stuff. You know what I mean? We're talking about comparison of iron versus steel versus claw hammer. We'll see how... And that auger is going to come in handy for the next base build. The next base build, you know, we don't want to have to go through that same arduous process of... Oh yeah, we've got a lot here. Alright, so if we take this and this, and we need some wood. Alright, we're going to put this in the chemistry station. We're going to make 984 gunpowder. Perfect. Put this coal away. We have 100 of those. Now we need, what did I say? Oh, my glasses. Let's do the glasses. Oh, there, I did make another hammer already. Nice. Alright, those shades. Then let's take off the shades that we have, which are purple. And increase that level up to 522. Put those bad boys on. Let's take our hammer and let's get ourselves a blue hammer. Yes, thank you. Our axe. I've been carrying around this axe. Oh, I'm using steel. Rip the dream. We will scrap that then. I forgot about that. I'm using steel. Well, let's wear this and we'll get rid of this blue t-shirt. So now we're pretty much decked out in the old military garb. Look, we've got the helmet. We've got the vest. We got BDU top, BDU bottoms, boots, gloves. The only thing we don't have is the leg armor. So we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Nail gun. We got this to improve. Assemble. Of course, like I said, it couldn't be this. It had to be the thing that we had that was purple already. But we keep doing it. Make it better. Make it better. Like that. So we got a good nail gun. I should be building with my nail gun, but I'm building with my my hammer. Anyway, you guys, I gotta take a break. I'm gonna go eat, and then I know this video was a touch shorter than the other ones, but I gotta do some. I'm gonna do some cleanup around here and some base stuff. So bear with me. We'll come back. It might be day 31 when I come back. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next episode.